everybody. Has tonight not been amazing? My name is Rachel Moore, and Stephanie, that was awesome. It just makes me want to put my red lips on and go out on the town. So my name is Rachel Moore. I'm from Saskatchewan, Canada, and I am here tonight to show you a daytime look and how you can take that daytime look to nighttime. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna kind of show you, this is sort of a fun palette that I put together in our quad that you could literally throw in your purse. It would be your daytime colors, and then you could add on these after work before maybe you're heading out to dinner, or this is a look that you can give yourself if you are going out and you just really want to have that boom, that look, okay? So what I'm going to be using tonight, just so that you guys can see, I'm going to be actually using some of our cream eyeshadows. They're amazing to work with. Love, love, love them. And hey everybody, I love seeing all your comments. So I'm going to start with Tangled, which is our lightest cream. Then I'm going to do Spiced. Then I'm going to do Arabian Nights. And that's what I'm going to use for just an everyday look. And you guys, if you're someone that doesn't wear eyeshadow at all, you're going to be able to do this. So I'm going to do that on both eyes, and then I'm going to show you how you can glam it right up, okay? And then I've got Graceland, which is one of our glitters, and I'm going to use that one tonight. But I also just threw in Glass Slipper, one of our shimmers, that if you decided you want it, if you're a silver girl versus a gold, I'm just giving you options, okay? So the two brushes that I'm going to use are the Everything Eyeshadow brush, and I know a lot of the girls were already using those tonight, and then also the Multitasker, which Stephanie just used. So the first thing you want to do, and I already have my brows done, I actually even have some mascara on just for time's sake. But what I've done is I actually always put a primer on my eyes. So if you tend to have a little bit more oily lids, or if you are, you've got mature skin, a lot of times, especially when you're doing a dramatic look, definitely put on a primer, and you can use anything. Grab it from the drugstore, Sephora, whatever. There's lots of great brands. I have the Urban Decay one that I have on, and then I know you saw Tracy do a complete basic hack. I've got my just my main highlight already on my eye because I really like to start with the base. And then if you do, again, have oily eyelids, throw in a little bit of a translucent powder and you're good to go, okay? So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the fluffy end of this brush. I'm gonna take my lightest color, Tango, and I'm just gonna put that all over. And I actually like holding it kind of higher up on my brush, okay? And I'm just gonna cover all of my eye here, okay? And you guys, this is like one of my absolute favorite brushes for eyeshadow. It just, and this end, it's kind of like the blush and bronzer brush for your face. It is such a fabulous blending brush. So this just gives a really nice base, okay? Then I go in with my second color, which is Spiced. And I'm still actually gonna use the fluffy end. And I'm gonna twirl that around. Now you don't have to worry about you don't have to tap it or anything because it's cream and it's quite forgiving. So what I recommend, because I have hooded eyes as well, when you're looking, open your eye, find kind of the high point of where your eyebrow is. Go into your crease, then shut your eye. Just kind of go in circles like this a bit and then start windshield wiping. But don't open your eye too much. Here's a good tip. When you have hooded eyes, because you need to actually put this in above the crease. Because if you don't, you're not gonna see anything, right? Because your entire crease is hidden by a flap of skin coming over. If you don't have hooded eyes, just put this right in your crease. But you see how I'm kind of coming out? And Becky talked about this. You want to make sure, especially with hooded eyes, that you're keeping it kind of up here, okay? Because you don't want to pull it down too much. You want to do that lifting like she said, okay? So I'm going to quickly do that on both sides. And I'm just going to get it right in there and just get a really pretty kind of warm color. Again, this is something that if you are someone who does not wear eyeshadow, this is not going to feel like you have a ton of product on. You're just gonna feel like you just added a little bit. It's just gonna be that little finishing touch that anyone can wear, okay? So it's just really pretty. And then I'm gonna go in with Arabian Nights. I'm gonna flip the brush around and I'm gonna take some of this darker color. And again, I'm gonna go in and make a V right in there, just like how all the other girls shared, Desiree, Becky, and just kind of put that, just kind of get a little bit of a V. Again, same thing, I don't want to come down too far. And see how I'm just kind of getting a little bit of color in that corner? Just almost like a contouring of your eye. Pulling it, and you want to just pull it up and kind of almost like an ombre look. You like that? Okay, so I'm gonna quickly put that on this side because then I'm gonna show you, this is just a really great look for every day. Okay, anybody, and you know what? I do recommend these creams. They're very easy to work with, so if eyeshadow scares you, these are really fun ones to start with. And again, you can flip it around if you feel like you just need to blend it out because you really can't make a mistake. Okay, so see how pretty and subtle that is? That's great for every day, right? Okay, now let's have some fun. So I'm gonna take one eye and now let's pretend we are going to night now. So see how this is Salem? It's almost a black, okay? I want you to take the dense end. You're just gonna tap it in there on the end. Don't be scared. And I'm gonna take, and you're gonna just run it. You don't wanna go too crazy, but run it under the eye. And as you have hooded eyes, you get older, of course, you don't want a really huge, big, dark line. But remember, we're going a little more dramatic here. So you just wanna do this, pull it in. Okay. And you're gonna get, then what I'm gonna do is switch to the multitasker brush. Take this really delicate, actually the end that Stephanie used to line her lips, and I'm just gonna pull my eye a little bit, and I'm gonna take and run this like an eyeliner along the edge of my eye, okay? Because you know what, when you go dramatic, that's how you get a more night look, okay? You can start to see how it's starting to line my eye, okay? And you can turn it around and just kind of, if you want to trim it up a little bit, okay, but can you see how that's more dramatic, right? I just love that Salem color. It's fantastic for lining your eye. And if you also want to go a little bit darker, more dramatic in here, I would probably do that because we're almost going to do a little bit of a smoky eye look, okay? So see how we're getting a little bit darker, but don't get scared. And just kind of blend that in, okay? Now again, super important that you guys have prepped your eyes and used a primer when you're doing this dramatic look, just to keep the color where you want it. Now watch this. Now I'm gonna take Graceland, this amazingly beautiful shimmer. I like using my finger, and watch. I'm gonna put this on the center of my eye and just pull it in right to the corner and watch what happens. This stuff is gorgeous. Look at this. I'm just gonna pull it out so I can get it right in there. But it's literally pure shimmer, you guys. Isn't that so pretty? Okay, and it's just making your whole eye shimmer. And then you know what, if you wanna just clean it up, I often will just pull out my little, you can just pull it up like that. And also, depending on what brush you use to put on your highlights, just clean up underneath your eye, clean up a little around your brows, and you can get that really, really nice, distinct, clean look. But look at all the shimmer. You took that eye right from day to night. The other thing you can do, and I just want to show you guys, with our illuminator glamazing, I love taking this and just putting a little bit, popping it under my brow, and I love using the flat end of the multitasker to do that. Gives a little bit of extra. Pop a little in the corner of your eye just to open it up. But you guys can see, sorry, I'm just gonna, the shimmers and the powders like to come down. I love doing my eyes first and then the rest of my face, but you can see how that made that one eye pop. And there you go. That's how you go from day to night. And now up next will be Bev, and she's gonna help us use our most amazing milk line to take our makeup off and go to sleep. Thank you for joining me.